Good evening, happy Saturday night. It is currently the 31st of August 2024 and I've got a cup of tea because this video is going to be a long video, I think. I have received a lot of questions and I'm going to answer them as truthfully as I can. Some questions, a bit of a grey area for obvious reasons, but I'll cover that, and I'm going to be open and honest as much as I can. The channel has just recently passed 3,000 of you subscribers yourselves who have subscribed to this channel, to myself, and I do say it and I genuinely mean it when I do post it. It's not generic stuff. I mean, it keeps me motivated to keep creating content, and yeah, I'll cover some of the stuff of the questions. We'll probably cover why I create content and how I started and all that kind of stuff. So I have been meaning to do this video for a very long time, so thank you for all your questions. I'm not going to name names in the questions just to keep that private. However, maybe in the future, next time, if you want your name mentioned, then we'll do that as well. So yeah, let's get stuck into these. I've got a whole host of cards here, and I haven't really thought about the question or the answers to the questions. I've wrote them down, and like I said, I will be open and honest, but I haven't really thought of the answers really, so it's going to be an interesting video. But I'm going to just mix them all up just now, and they're just going to be random, so my shuffling skills are not that good. Right, so here we go. Right off the bat, straight off the top, what do we have? So we have, what would be your dream holiday and which of your favourite actors would you take on it? Good question, great question, to be honest. Now, I am lucky that I go on my dream holidays quite often and make videos of them, to be honest. So yeah, I'm lucky that I get to go to Walt Disney World often, Orlando, Florida, recently California, not long back from California, Disney cruises, not just Disney cruises that go from the UK, but also Bahamas. I went there as well. But so I've covered like a lot of dream holidays, to be honest. I've ticked quite a lot of things off. However, one thing that's probably up there would put now, kind of linked to Walt Disney World a little bit, kind of, is I don't know if you class this person as an actor, but I'm going to put it out there anyway. I'd love to go on a real African safari. So going to Africa, I don't know if it's Kenya and stuff like that, but they have the real wilderness, the wild safaris. I would love to go on a safari, and probably with David Attenborough. So I would have like live commentary right next to me, and all the information you need. But I think that, yeah, maybe not an actor, but that would be an amazing holiday. What a dream holiday that would be, a vacation trip experience. That would be amazing. So that's the kind of first thing that went in my head when I seen that when I wrote that question down. But I would love to go in places. I imagine going to places like going on a cruise with Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow, to places like Nassau, because we went to the Pirate Museum. Yeah, but yeah, I don't really have any favourite actors. I like Jim Carrey, back when it was like Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber, Liar Liar, The Mask. Love Jim Carrey, so possibly Jim Carrey on a trip somewhere, on a dream holiday somewhere. Hopefully that answers the question. But going on a safari in the real wild Africa. If you hear some buzzing, it is my phone, it's right next to me, so apologies. But yeah, I would be that. I think I would love to do that, so hopefully that answers that. Next question. What are your favourite snacks to have at Disney and Universal? All of them. They have so many good snacks. They have a lot of good snacks. Disney, it's either going to be a Mickey Premium Bar for Disney. I like the pretzel because of the cheese. So if I'm getting a Mickey shaped pretzel, not a churro, but I'm gonna say a Mickey shaped pretzel with the cheese for Disney. But I also like the Mickey Premium Bar. Yeah, I think that's my answer. For Universal Studios, I think you probably know this answer coming, but it'll probably be the frozen butter beer, and I get to choose two, right? Probably 5 for each park or each theme parks. The donut, I'd probably say the donut, the Lard Lad Simpsons donut. Yeah, I'd probably say that at Universal with the frozen butter beer. Yeah, that's my two. So can't give you one because it's just too many. I want to try more snacks now. I mean, there's so many. What would you get? You get the pineapple float, and you get the other things at Disney. Oh, I can't think just now. But the ice cream, you know what I'm saying? You get, so many good things. Hence why I've put a bit of weight on that I need to lose, which I'm going to try and work on hopefully. Maybe not this year, but next year I'm going to try and do something about that. Next question is, what is your favourite Disney ride? Now, a lot of you have messaged me and questioned me about virtual queues and all that kind of stuff, and why haven't I done certain rides. I don't know what it is about virtual queues. I'm not a fan of virtual queues. I just like having to get up and if you've seen the D23 Expo recently, I couldn't even get into the shop, the shop, so it's on the floor, the show floor within the expo. So you pay a lot of money to get into the expo. I couldn't even walk into the shop to have a look or to buy anything. It's kind of the same kind of like feeling. It's like you've paid your money to get into this expo. You should be able to walk into the shop as you wish. With the park, Tron and Guardians of the Galaxy, yes, 100% will be going on them. I don't know, it's just the feeling that it hasn't been right, it hasn't felt right with the virtual queue, having to kind of wait around, or I've just missed it because I've been on something else or enjoying something else, and just getting immersed, going with the flow, which everyone likes me saying. But yeah, that's the main reasons. I know if I go on these rides, that might possibly be my favourite Disney ride, like Guardians of the Galaxy, but I will go on them, so stay tuned. Next time I'm going to Walt Disney World, I will make a point of it. I probably won't even get the virtual queue thing. I might just pay the separate price for it, which is another thing, another discussion altogether. But yeah, that's my thoughts on that, because this will maybe change. But my current favourite Disney ride, I mean, obviously I love Pirates of the Caribbean. I've got everything going on here. I've got my computer making noises and my phone making noises. Pirates of the Caribbean, I love Pirates of the Caribbean. Love. Flight of Passage, Avatar, in Pandora, Animal Kingdom. Those stand out. Expedition Everest. Yeah, but I am a very immersive person, so Flight of Passage is up there, even though I've only been on it twice, I think, off the top of my head. Very, very, very immersive. Even being a screen ride, but yeah, you're on the Banshee and you get the kind of feeling of it, and very, very immersive experience. So that has to be really up there with it. But I love all the classics. I love the simple things, like the People Mover and like I said, Pirates of the Caribbean. But yeah, I mean, even Big Thunder Mountain at Disneyland Paris, that's up there. Really, really enjoyable ride. Again, long ride as well, long for a roller coaster at Disney, so it's very enjoyable that way. Recently at the Holiday Haunted Mansion holiday version at Disney California, Disneyland Park. That was one of the best themes I have ever seen on a ride, with a holiday to kind of mash up Christmas and Halloween mash up. That was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. So I like to be immersed. I like to be surrounded in that feeling, like Halloween Horror Nights, where you're not just going on a ride and then coming off and that's it. You're fully immersed in that full environment where everything's themed. Yeah, I like that. I like events like that. I'm not going this year, unfortunately. I will try my very best to go next year if I can. This year looks amazing from the content and posts that I've seen so far. Even the merchandise looks amazing. But hopefully that answers the kind of favourite Disney ride, because yeah, I will get on other rides in the future. Next question. Look at what am I looking forward to the most? New lands at Disney parks or Epic Universe? Great question. Yeah, I was at the entertainment showcase and all the showcases basically at the D23 event in California recently, and I was there for the live announcements that they made at the Experience showcase as well, with the new lands at the parks, with Cars lands and the Villains lands. These things got in Magic Kingdom, for example. But not to forget what's happening at Disneyland Paris. I mean, Disneyland Paris is a game changer for me. I mean, I've got the changing its name, of course, but it's going to be. I think it's going to be doubling its size. You're going to have a Lion King ride, kind of water ride. So you're going to have that. You've got the Frozen. You're going to have shows. So don't underestimate what's coming at Disneyland Paris. That's going to be. I'm not going to say epic because we're going to discuss that in a minute. But yeah, that's going to be something very special. So yeah, we'll see how it goes with Disney, because the announcements have been obviously announced, but how they go around it and what they do with it, hearing all kind of sorts just now of where it's going to go in regards to Tom Sawyer's Island and these kind of things. Yeah, so we're gonna. I mean, yeah, I love Tom Sawyer's Island, but how often do you go really now? I've been obviously at Walt Disney World a few times. I'll discuss another question, I think, coming up with that, how many times. But I mean, something new to attract not just new people, but people that go frequently. So they do have like an annual pass holder market, of course, that to refresh that market, going back into the park. And yeah, maybe it's needing it. Maybe it's something to look forward to, and change that up a bit. But it'll be interesting to see how long it takes to do all that for Disney with the lands. But amazing announcements, fantastic news all around with Disney. I will answer the question, don't worry. The Epic Universe, however, for me, that is probably what I'm mainly looking forward to. Just because it's there, it's nearly there, it's coming up. Maybe that's why, but it's going to be really interesting how it all kind of unfolds. I mean, it's going to be a game changer. I've said that in videos when I was in Orlando, Florida, in February this year and June this year, but mainly I was at Universal in February. But yeah, it's going to be. I mean, you can. We've got 3 theme parks. I'm a massive Harry Potter fan, huge Harry Potter fan. I've just mentioned about immersiveness. Universal do that very, very good in my opinion. The whole Nintendo World, Nintendo World, Harry Potter, Monsters, how they create the lands, how you walk into the lands, and how you feel within the land. It's just, for me, it ticks a lot of boxes. So because I am a Harry Potter fan, amongst everything else, I think right now I'm really excited about Epic Universe. I wish there was more news about Universal UK, but that'll come, hopefully. That'll come, so hopefully some good news for that. But I would say I'm more excited right now at this moment in time for Epic Universe, just because of new roller coasters, new lands, new characters, new hotels, new experiences. Even the whole kind of trans, you can get the bus. You can go to City Walk, Universal City Walk, enjoy the current two parks, but then get the bus over to the new one. Don't know how it's going to play out. I don't know if there's any much information out just now in regards to prices and tickets and annual pass holders, these kind of things. But yeah, I think it really is going to draw a lot of people to Universal so when that opens. So I cannot wait. But I love Universal. I'll always go to Universal, and I always will try and spend a good time there when I can. So right now, Epic Universe, cannot wait. I will be at Epic Universe definitely 100% next year. I will make a point in trying to get there. So subscribe, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, cannot wait for it. Another great question here. What inspired you to pick up the camera and start making these videos? Now, that's been asked a few times, so I've left the other questions up because it's the same question. What inspired me? Yeah, when YouTube came out, I was making videos. When YouTube came out, not on this channel of course, but I was making videos in a different genre, mainly music to be fair, and I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I was working with kind of just like a local music and bands and stuff like that, making videos of them, putting them out there, kind of free promotion and stuff. I enjoyed creating the aspect, the media aspect of it, loved it. But yeah, it fell to the side when just became it was like a hobby really. I think more than anything else. That's the way I seen it back then. Didn't really stick at it. But to link all of this, why I'm doing this now is I've always loved media. I've always done media. I've always done that kind of stuff as well. However, linking that, because I had to obviously go and work and everything else. It's another question, to be fair. I can even answer that question just now because it kind of links this as well. A lot of people ask what I do for a job and what career I have. I will say like a generic answer for this, but I will still give you information. I actually work in construction. I work in the construction industry. I won't tell you specifically what I do for many reasons, for security reasons, safety reasons, all those kind of things. Because believe it or not, there is some people that would love to sabotage what I'm doing here online in regards to making videos and stuff like that as well. So there is that kind of thing goes behind the scenes that people don't see, comments and messaging and that kind of stuff. So if I did give any more information, I'm pretty sure it would be difficult as well for things like that. So I'm in construction and I've been working in construction for the last 17 years, and I've worked hard, saved, invested my money, but what inspired me to pick up the camera was COVID. So when COVID came around, I didn't really know vlogging was a thing. Didn't know it was a thing. Did not know it existed. So hence why I mentioned YouTube beforehand. But COVID came around. My love for Walt Disney World, Disney, Universal, theme parks in general wasn't just new. I was going there. I hadn't gone to Walt Disney World and stuff like that a lot before COVID. A few times, but not a lot. But I came across some content creators, people like Adam Hatton, Adam the Woo, Tim Tracker. These content, I came across these videos whilst during COVID, and that was like eye-opening for me. I was like, wow, this is something that I would love to do, because I never knew it existed. Honestly, I didn't know, but obviously I knew YouTube existed, but I didn't know vlogging at theme parks and stuff like that was really a thing. So I discovered that only recently, a few years ago, and I decided as soon as COVID was over, hopefully it was, I mean, we didn't know what was happening at the time, but my plan was, once it's over, let's get creating. And I love adventure, I love all sorts of things, and I love the media side of it, like I mentioned, so those two combined. And I love other things, like people have seen, like Comic Cons and everything else, so I just like creating content and bringing that to screens and whatnot, and social media, and making other people happy and enjoy it as well. So it's a big combination of what inspired me, but a lot of that inspired me was coming across it from COVID, a passion and love for media as a hobby a long time ago, to be honest, and then a passion for theme parks as well. So I only really, when the first time I went to Walt Disney World was 8 years ago. Yeah, eight years ago. So yeah, I've well, generic answer here to a question I've had is I've just turned 38 years old. Yes, I'm a big kid. I was 30 years old when I first went to America, really, and went to Walt Disney World, and I was hooked. I was hooked on Walt Disney World, and ever since then, I kind of went there every year after that, obviously until COVID, and been really lucky to stay at some amazing hotels and have amazing experiences. If you've seen some posts from way back, like a long time ago, through on Instagram and stuff, been very, very lucky to enjoy things. But yeah, that's how I'm able to afford it. That's another question I've had as well, how I'm able to afford all these trips. I'll try to find that just now, because I need to try and put these to the side. So I'm answering some questions here that I think. So there we go. What do you do for a living? So I work in construction. I can't go any more detail than that just now. There we go. How do you fund your trip? How do you fund your trip? So I worked hard. I mean, the whole COVID thing kind of woke me up a little bit in regards to like wanting to go and enjoy things more, wanted to create content as well. The whole maybe perspective or vision or whatever like kind of is portrayed from my videos is, this is my passion, that's my love, creating content, going to theme parks, Walt Disney World, Universal, etc. But I save, I work hard, I save, I live within my means, and I splash out, I splurge on these trips. So yeah, I pay a lot of money for a seat on a plane, these kind of things, but that's where everything goes. But I have saved over many, many years, and then when COVID came, this was a thing. I didn't realise it was a thing, and I thought to myself I wanted to do it. Then I've started using savings. I started living within my means. I don't buy flashy things, apart from lots of t-shirts. But yeah, I live within my means. I save, I budget. I use points, like Virgin points, that kind of thing. So yeah, I try and live within my means, but I try and enjoy myself as much as I can on these trips, because that's what I work hard for, and that's what I look forward to, and that's why it looks like I'm going all out, because I am going all out. That's what I want to do, and that's what I enjoy doing as well. There'll be moments where I can't do that, and I'll still try and get to these theme parks and travel and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, it's that's how I fund it. So from years and years and years of lots of hard work, savings, and yeah, it's been, I haven't been given money. I've worked, came from nothing, I've worked hard all my life. As soon as I was 16, I wanted to work. I could work. So yeah, I haven't been handed it. I've earned it, and now later in life, obviously discovering likes of Walt Disney World when I'm 30, I am now making up for it and I'm enjoying it. And I will keep doing it. I will keep enjoying it as long as I'm happy, as long as I enjoy do things and enjoy going to it. I will keep doing it. Like I say, I'm a massive kid. I enjoy it, and yeah, as long as it's fun and enjoyable, I will keep doing it. So hopefully that answers that question as well. How I fund the trips. I'm going to fly through some of these as well because it could be a very long video. How are you able to be in Disney so much? Yeah, so that answers that question a little bit as well. But remember, I'm not always travelling solo myself, but I mainly am going myself. So the budget really is just for me. It's very expensive for families and everything else, and I get that. Families, couples, yeah, very, very expensive. And I do understand it. I do appreciate that. But that's how I'm able to go to Disney so much. I am travelling myself. I budget and save for myself. But I also, I've went with my family as well, and I've got trips coming up with family as well. So, but that's, hopefully that I've answered that, how I'm able to go. What is your favourite themed land in Walt Disney World? Yeah, spoke about how much of an immersive person I am. Let me think. I think I'm going to say Pandora. So the world of Avatar and Animal Kingdom. That land at night time. During the day it's nice as well, but at night in Pandora, that land really wakes up. You get a very different vibe. I love Galaxy's Edge as well, I really do. But I'm going to say Pandora. I love the Avatar franchise, I love the Avatar movies. But at night time, yeah, it's not a massive area, massive land. I get that, but I just think everything around it. I mean, the sound, the noises, the sounds, the lighting, the floor lights up, everything around it. Yeah, so I would say that, even though Galaxy's Edge is amazing as well. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with that answer. Yeah, I'll stick with that. Have you ever thought about a snack day? Try to eat all limited time snacks across all 4 Florida parks in one day. 100% every day. I have thought about that over and over again. I want to eat all the snacks. Actually, on my video, when I read that question, the first video that came to mind was my Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party video that I done. That was my first time going to that last year, and the limited snacks were sold out when I got to them, so they were very limited. So I didn't even get to try them. So I like those events to try them because I'm going to that event. But it's very difficult for me. I'm kind of like limited on time in regards to obviously going to the park, enjoying my day, vlogging what I can as well, and I think if I was creating more consistent, this is not my full-time job. I don't create videos full-time. I do work as well, like I mentioned. But yeah, if I was like a more frequent content creator or daily content creator rather than a vacation experience series, I do create series for when I'm going on holiday and vacation, stuff like that as well, where I have limited time, where I would love to dedicate one video to do that. So I would love to do a video. I love to do videos on a lot of things and kind of niche down on certain videos. So that would be awesome. I think I just can't do that just now, but when I am in a certain park or a certain event or at a certain time of year, I will try the limited snacks and everything else if I can. But I've had those experiences before with, like I mentioned, but yeah, I would like to do it It's just a matter of finding the right time to do it, because if I'd done that, then I would be more focused on just doing that. I would love to do all different things, the whole snack thing, and then doing all different hotels, checking all them out, like resort hopping. I've done the monorail hopping thing, I've done a video with that as well. So I maybe make a day of it, so I will keep that in mind, and maybe make a day of that, try and visit 4 parks in the one day. I know it's been done, but if I visit 4 parks in the one day and try the different snacks, yeah, that would be really cool. So yeah, I'll keep that in mind, maybe try that one day. Next question is, what about possibly doing some more live streams while out and about on your epic adventures? So, yes, I am rubbish at live streaming. I don't know what to say. I think it's very awkward at times walking around live streaming. Always in the back of my head is, I can vlog, I can do this kind of, not discreetly, but always in the back of my head is everyone around me that could be their first time at Walt Disney World. It could be their first experience at Walt Disney World. I don't want to ruin the experience. Things like if you're going to Haunted Mansion and it's dark and all that kind of stuff, having a live stream camera or whatnot. But I don't know. I mean, it's different equipment. There's battery chargers and all these kind of things. I have tried it. I think I'm really rubbish at it. I really do. I don't think I'm good at it. I don't think I'm really an expert at this either, doing vlogs at theme parks. I'm trying my best to get better at that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would. I'd maybe do some streams on Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that, which I've done in the past. And like I said, if I was maybe creating content more often, more frequently, if it was something I was doing full time, then probably, yeah, I would do more live streams. I've also thought about doing live streams, even just on the channel, just like this, just chatting, maybe a live stream like a Friday night or something like that. So let me know if that's something that'll be interesting to anyone. Leave a comment down below, anything, if that's something you would maybe want to see. But yeah, I don't know. It's a time thing. So if you're in the park, it's a time thing. It's an equipment thing. It is personal space thing. It's just, I find it a little bit, it can be awkward sometimes vlogging as well, doing it, because not everyone likes vloggers, not everyone likes for various reasons. But yeah, I've had some altercations and people saying things and whatnot, which is fine, and yeah, you turn the camera off or you don't post certain things and stuff like that, which I would never do anyway. I would never I don't want to invade people's privacy. Live streaming is like, I mean, you just can't edit live streaming. I mean, you're going to pick up things on live streaming. It's very difficult, to avoid, and you can't edit it. So yeah, I don't know. I've heard other people having interactions where people would be live streaming and somebody would see that at the other end of the park, and they would come and not annoy them, but maybe try and be at the back of the video and stuff like that. So whilst live streaming, I don't know. You put yourself in a position doing that as well. But yeah, I don't know if I was full time creating or creating more often, then possibly, yeah, I would look at live streaming. But yeah, I'm just trying to get better and improve what I'm doing just now. And yeah, hopefully I'm doing that. But yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't know if that answers the question or not. What status do I have with Virgin Atlantic? Mention it in my videos sometimes. I think recently I am a silver member, only because I always pretty much fly with Virgin Atlantic, mainly because the price is really good. Mainly flying from Manchester, recently flown from Heathrow, and I collect points. I've also got the Virgin Atlantic credit card as well, so I only buy stuff that I would usually spend during the month to gather points. They put those points into my account, and then I just pay that card off at the end of the month. So just using that card rather than my debit card, and that gets me more additional points. And if you fly premium or upper class, you get tier points as well, which is a little bit more difficult to explain, but they add a tier point on, so certain tiers, then you get like silver member or gold member as well. So silver member just now, I'm a few tier points away from keeping the silver member. It's quite hard to keep a silver member, but benefits you get only recently. Well, the benefits you get is like boarding at the same time as upper class, the extra luggage I think as well. You get to check in at the upper class and premium. Depending on the airport. I used the upper class one, a silver member at Orlando when I was flying home, but you can use premium, I think, mainly, being a silver member. But recently they announced that if it's someone travels with me who's not a silver member, I can book them. I can pick their seat on the plane as well as mine for free 7 days before the flight. Just now, I can. You have to pay with Virgin Atlantic to pick a certain seat, so you have to pay additional cost for that to actually select a certain seat on the plane, or you just wait and get one at random, which is a bit of a risk sometimes. But 7 days before the flight, as a silver member, you get to pick your seat for free, so you can wait until then and do it. But recently, they just announced even someone who's travelling with me who's not a silver member can also pick their seat for free as well. So there is some pros and cons. If I'm sticking to the one airline, I get that. I do want to try different airlines, but just now, yeah, I mean, even the one in Florida recently, I got a £268, I think it was off the top of my head, £260 return flight from Manchester to Orlando, return flight, £268. I did pay extra for a preferred seat, which took it up to just over £300. So, and that was with points that were just added up over. So eventually it kind of pays itself out in the long run if you keep using them, and then you get that kind of back if you keep. But yeah, it can be expensive, and I do understand it. But just playing the game a little bit, collecting points, and like I say, in the long run, getting some of that back. Top 3 tips when booking an Orlando Universal Disney holiday. Ooh. Top 3 tips. Now, I haven't thought about this question. It's a hard question to answer because there's so many variables, because it can be a difficult holiday to book, depending on what you want to do. Top 3 tips. Apart from the generic stuff, like making sure you have your ESTA sorted, your ESTA visa sorted, travel insurance sorted, that kind of stuff. But top 3 tips when booking Orlando Universal or Disney holiday. I would say not overthinking it, because it can be overwhelming. There's so much information out there, there's so many content creators, there's so much information, there's so many videos, there's so much posts out there, and so many experts out there as well. But booking, have a look at booking it separately yourself as well. So I've done that recently where I used booking, like I say, booking.com. This is not an ad, a video. I used booking.com. I got a good price, just over £700 for 7 nights at the Wyndham Garden Lake Hotel, which is right next to Disney Springs. I got that for that price by booking it myself. Yeah, so have a look at that. Probably one good tip, to be fair. But also, not overthinking it. Make sure you look at locations, look at the maps, think about Uber for car hire. I've done some videos as well for that. So do you need a car hire? You're going to be paying for parking again on top of that when you go. You're going to be sitting in traffic. You're going to have to get out of the parks. You're going to be tired from enjoying the day as well. So add that cost up. You better add in that to staying on site, using either monorail, walking distance, or shuttles or Skyliner, things like that. So have a look at that, just see if that adds up for yourself. If you're going to just be staying in the Disney bubble, then yeah, hire car, maybe not required. If you want to explore more of Orlando, with Orlando, Florida, then yeah, you'll need a hire car. You'll need to go and explore using that car. Using a car, sorry. So yeah, I don't really know what else. I mean, the tips when booking. Yeah, just looking at the cost, because it can be very expensive, but it can be as expensive as you want, and there's probably no limit to what you can spend and because of where you can stay and what you can do. So I don't think you're going to be doing everything depending on how long you stay. So everyone buys maybe the massive combo tickets where you buy Busch Gardens, SeaWorld, Aquatica, and Discovery Cove, Walt Disney World, Universal. You're buying tickets for all of these and maybe going for 2 weeks. It's very difficult to try and do all of that in the 2 weeks. So maybe your first time, maybe pick and go to the two main ones, like go to Universal and Disney and do a split stay. Look into things like staying at a deluxe hotel at Universal where you get free fast track fast track tickets for. So if you stay at Hard Rock Hotel, for example, you get fast track included with your stay, your tickets. So have a look at maybe things like that. But yeah, I think maybe that covers it. But I really need to have a think about that, to be honest, because there's so many. It depends on the size of the. I mean, I'm travelling solo. It depends if it's family orientated, if there's a big group of you. Location wise, where you want to stay, like I mentioned, on site, off site. Is it just the theme parks? Just Disney? Is it just Universal and Disney? Yeah, hopefully that answers the question. But yeah, try maybe biggest thing, booking it yourself. Book the flight. Have a look at the flights yourself. Have a look at Walt Disney World hotel itself for how many nights, and price it all up. Make sure you have the right insurance. Yeah, that's all I can think of just now. Unless it'll be a long video. I think it's going to be a long video anyway, by the looks of it. What items are your holiday essentials? T-shirts, sunglasses, don't forget your sunglasses if you've seen my videos. With a whole new paperless Matic, everyone's going paperless just now, which is fair enough, but when it comes to the Florida sun, the Florida heat, using your phone all the time in the parks for Walt Disney World and Universal for the maps and the times and booking things if you're Genie Plus and all that kind of stuff, then your phone battery is going to zap. So make sure you have a portable charger with you, or portable chargers with you. So make sure you have that with you. That's an essential for me. What else do we have? Yeah, medicines and stuff. Just make sure, medicines and whatnot. But my essentials, what items are your holiday essentials? Yeah, I think I'm pretty easy, to be honest with you. I don't think there's really anything essential like I've mentioned already. I think anything that you forget. Like I say, don't forget all the main things, like I said. But if you're really struggling, you can go to Walmart, go to Target, and buy things over there if you really want to. If you genuinely do forget anything, or you do think something's essential. But yeah, I mean, all that stuff, all your things like sun cream and after sun and things like that. Yeah, make sure you have them, of course. But yeah, I mean, yeah, make sure. Does that answer the question? Hopefully. Hopefully it answers. There's a lot of questions. Do you have any plans for New York? Yes and no. I mean, I've thought about New York. I've heard mixed reviews about New York. I don't know what I would do in New York. I would love to do the tourism stuff. I would love to go to the Statue of Liberty and everything like that. All the things that you would do, tours and whatnot. See the Friends building and Empire State stuff. But I don't know. There's other places I would like to go first before New York, and mainly because I want to see more theme parks. I want to do more things like that. But let me know. If it was more specific, what would you like to see in New York? What would you recommend that I go and see and go and do in New York? I think it is something like that's up there, like to do and to say that you've been and want to go. But again, it's budget, it's finance, it's money, it's time, it's making sure can I afford all these things I want to do. And it's very hard. I mean, especially when I've been on cruises in Paris, Disneyland Paris, and well, it's a lot of money. And it all adds up. And like I said, I have worked hard and I've saved over many years to make this happen. But to add more and other places like that into it, yeah, I would have to think about it. I would have to think about budgeting for it and planning for that as well. So let me know anything specific that you think that I would enjoy. Please let me know. I would have to do more research, I think. Last but not least, last one is: have you had any blooper moments when recording, and am I willing to show a compilation video? I think all my videos are just blooper moments that you see anyway. Yeah, lots of blooper moments. I'm trying my very best with a Scottish accent to try and pronunciate and try and work on being more clearer, especially for subtitles, because subtitles is very difficult to pick up my accent. But being Scottish, we talk very fast. The accent, of course, but I am trying to do that. So the bloopers comes into that as well. There's just moments that happen in the parks or when I'm travelling that is either very embarrassing or conflict as well. I mean, even that moment I had in Disneyland Paris where I was trying to board that train and it got very heated that the family did not want me to go on the train, even though it's not their train. So is that a blooper? But there's moments like that as well which kind of messes up the day and whatever. But yeah, I've had a blooper. I mean, I've dropped the camera so many times. I have said things that I shouldn't say, nothing bad, but just things you slip up and say. And yeah, like I say, that's why maybe I don't do live streaming, but it's very easy to edit. Doing a compilation of it would be very difficult. I would have to go. There's so much content. I would have to gonna go through it all, and then try and find all the clips, and then try and bring it in to one video. It would take a long time to try and do that. To try and even find and to think if I've still got those clips to try and put it together. But I'll maybe have a think about it and maybe do that. If I don't do it as a YouTube video, I might do it as a TikTok video or an Instagram video or something like that. If I can get a time to do that, it would be funny. Yeah, it would be interesting. So, but yeah, that's it. That's really it. My tea's kind of like half drunk and a little bit cooler and colder, but I'll still drink it. I have just now. I used to have milk with my tea. I stopped having milk with my tea. Just we're getting to know each other. So stop drinking milk with my tea. I'm just having non-caffeine tea with 2 sugars. That's it. But yeah, that's it. I think the video is going to be just under an hour long. I'll maybe edit it a little bit to maybe get that lower. I'm also using my new camera, the Osmo camera, which I'm trying to get to know a little bit better. So hopefully it is coming across better quality as well. So yeah, that's really it. If you have any more questions, of course, leave them down in the comments down below. If it's your first time coming across my videos, thank you for watching all the way through and getting to know me a little bit more. yeah, reach out to me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, these kind of things, and I will try and do my best to get back to you if you want any more tips, things that I've mentioned in the video, like Virgin Atlantic card and things like that. Do you want to see more about that? Do you want to hear tips about it? Do you want to do a video of it? Yeah, so many things I've answered. Hopefully it gives you a little bit more of insight about myself, and yeah, if you want me to do more videos in the future regarding maybe the live streams like I mentioned on a Friday night or something, or during the week, whenever, doing a live stream, get to know each other or have a chat, that kind of stuff, tips and whatnot, and general chit chat regarding theme parks, let me know, and or even do another video, Q&A video as well. So I'm going to leave it there. That was probably a long video, and if you have watched all the way through, thank you very much, and I hope you're all very well. And yeah, keep an eye on the channel. There's a lot of stuff coming, a lot of news coming, and yeah, a lot of cool things coming, a lot of good trips coming as well. So hopefully you enjoy them. But until then, I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.